Whoa, so hot in southern Ontario here today, the chickens aren't even eating, so I thought I'd make some more videos. Complex subject here, but it follows up to my precious metals video I just made. Here in Canada, it's well known we're printing money. How do we do this? Well, the government prints Canadian bonds, which the Bank of Canada then buys at an inflated rate, and we print money, which of course devaluates our dollar on the world exchange, creates inflation. That's pretty simple to understand. It's a little more complicated in the States, and my American friends, neighbors, and cousins, trading partners, I mean no offense. Don't take me wrong. It's a little more complicated in the U.S. as it's the world fiat currency of exchange. When France buys or sells something from Canada, it's exchanged in U.S. dollars. It used to be referred to as the petrodollar. It was the global standard since the 1970s. Now, that is changing rapidly. The Chinese have gone to their digital, is it pronounced yuan, Y-U-A-N? Russia will not accept anything but the ruble. India, big financial global player, is in on that game. So are several other countries. I'm not going to get into them. The dollar amounts and who's playing really don't matter. Well, and I'm not going to get into some other complexities. The US dollar now losing its position as the world dollar fiat currency of exchange. The Americans have been compensating for that by the Fed, as it's referred to, the federal bank, buying back US bonds. Because we think, say, France and Canada exchanges in US dollars, well, they actually exchange US government bonds. I know it's a bit complex. We needn't understand the details. Japan, a couple of years ago, got caught dumping US bonds, selling them. Again, it gets very complex. The entire Japanese military, to counter the threat by the Chinese in the South Pacific, is funded by the US government. A complex issue I'm not going to get into. France also got caught dumping US bonds. So who's buying US bonds if all these big players have known for the last couple of years that the US dollar being used as the world commodity exchange was coming to an end? Well, it was the federal bank, the Fed in the States. They buy them back with printed money. Whoa, can you see inflation going wild? Yeah, okay. So, this is where we now come to the programmable digital currency, which, as I said in the last video, the biggest 105 countries in the world, holding 95% of the world's wealth, is obviously and undeniably, none of them deny it. Some are further along than others. China's all the way there, of course, are going to digital currency. It has to be backed by something besides the GDP, because it's already mortgaged to death, to express it that way. So it comes back to gold and silver. Who's got it? Because, well, we know Russia and China have been accumulating it. Australia's been holding it. France. All the big players have been glomming onto it as much as they can. In Canada, we're one of 6 countries that have no gold. And yeah, I probably got more silver than the Bank of Canada, so yeah, you can see how foobarred we are here in Canada. It's going to play out ugly. And it always comes down to when the royal coffers go broke, it falls on the peasants to fill those royal coffers back up. So yeah, it's a hot day. There's another vid.